What y'all doing, they die?
Out now to kick this one away.
Like, y'all got to scoop them up and all that?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
So you... Yeah. Probably
on
both.
1st and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So now back out come the Rams on offense. Second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who are actually seeing the Monday night opener. But no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Where do most of them die from?
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Didn't he say?
They go play action here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for a Nunwa there. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the... And now out come the Jets. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Steps away to his left. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Darnold, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Faking the give, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw is Darnold. He's got Kurz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Darnold now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
It's the same thing, ain't it?
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, gone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Adunwa's got it, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Crowell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Darnold now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Longacre. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a...
Super 66. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley breaks a tackle, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
76.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Goff now looks to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Can you pass me that burger in the oven? I mean, that chicken sandwich?
Get set, get set.
No. Dang.
Get wide now.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch is made, put down right on the spot.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Bridgewater on first down. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, gotta go.
Crowell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Get wide now.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 85 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here at 2nd and 15.
No, that's wrong.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to sling this deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
He's going to be going there.
You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First down, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Goff going to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Tiger.
From his goal line here, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They forced a 3 and out, and they should.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
What's up, Wash? You running one? Sugar? You running one? You already running one? Alright. Yeah, we can run it next. We can run it next. I said we can run it next. Yeah, I'm trying to get one mag, man. Ooh.
My shawty pulling up with a real bad bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Do about tag on. In the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never get anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back.